Enter.
Good morning, ma'am. How are you?
Good, and you?
Doing pretty good. My name is Lazaro Rivera.
And mine is Logan Wicker. I would like to begin by asking you, why would you like to work for us?
To be honest, the environment, that's one of my biggest reasons. Well, the environment, it seems real compatible with myself, and it's very beneficial, to the way I work and to my schedule and, my surroundings.
Of course. Why did you choose this career in the first place?
I chose this career because I wanted to be somebody one day. Not just somebody that, teaches. Teaches a good job, don't get me wrong. But somebody that helps others, helps them emotionally, possibly physically.
In a few sentences, can you explain to me who influenced you, if anyone?
Well, to be honest, my mother. Whenever I was growing up, she always told me, be someone out there in the real world. Not just someone here.
Okay. If you could show me a demonstration on the board behind you using this expo marker, what is your greatest weakness and what is your greatest strength?
Okay. Let's start with my strengths.
Okay. During this demonstration, please be critical about yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Alright, so my strengths, one of my strongest strengths is communication skills. I'm very, I can talk to people, problems, emotional, hurting. I can help them understand, their situation. One of my strongest weaknesses would have to be talking to parents or siblings or family members about possibly about a loss or a real tragic injury.
That is really interesting. Many people have that issue, but working for us, we would be able to elaborate and help you with your experience on losing loved ones and communication between those.
Right.
You'll eventually, I'm not trying to say that you'll eventually get used to it, but it'll make it easier for you to discuss the issue at hand.
It happens, in the real world.
Yes, it does. Okay. We can begin our next question if that's okay with you.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Okay. What special skills do you have, and please elaborate efficiently on this.
Okay. Back to my verbal and communication skills. I can talk to little kids and little ones and tell them that they need to be eating right. Yes, friendly. Because if not, usually the parents struggle with having to feed them the right food or them eating the right food. If you can't eat the right food, you might get sick in the future.
What position in our work area would you prefer working in, such as children's care, adult care?
To be honest, I kind of would say in the middle. I could do both. I would say in the middle, like teenagers, like 15, those ages, because a lot of them tend to, yeah.
Okay. Why?
That age. Well, you may ask why that age. Because, whenever I was growing up, I was 15 or 16, I had many problems, doing dumb stuff. I may have hurt myself a few times. I may have, cut myself, for many reasons, suicidal thoughts. Those are serious, and, during that age is where it's the worst. I personally believe.
Okay. What college did you end up going to?
I went to A&M.
Okay, and how long?
4 years.
And what high school did you graduate from?
Roscoe Collegiate High School in Little Old Roscoe, Texas.
With what degree, if I may ask?
Well, at the school, we were able to graduate with our associate's degree. It was a pretty good deal. It's free college, 2 years.
That is really interesting.
That's right.
I wish I had that opportunity.
Yeah, many tell me.
Okay. What was your favorite experience throughout college, learning this degree and everything that comes along with the major?
psychology, talking to people about emotional and problems. You know, it was real tough.
So I think we came to the conclusion that the work area you would most likely prefer working in is the psychological
Yes, ma'am.
during nursing.
Yes, ma'am. That's my strongest strength.
I believe so as well. Okay, next question. What are your long-range career plans?
Well, see, when I was younger, I knew I was going to graduate with my associate's degree in high school. And whenever I went to college, I wanted to get my master's for sure, and then possibly, I wanted to get my master's. I meant bachelor's, excuse me. Well, I got my bachelor's, and I plan to finish and get my master's. After my master's, I plan to get another degree, possibly.
Have you had any jobs before this?
Yes, I worked in Sweetwater, Texas.
Okay. Yeah. Did you job shadow anyone in Sweetwater, Texas?
Yes, Dr. Aker. I shadowed him quite often.
Yes, and I have the letter of recommendation from him.
Oh, okay.
I've already read it and reviewed it and shared it with my staff, and it's pretty interesting.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, next question. Who influenced you the most in your career choice? We already discussed this. It was your mother, of course. Yes. Which criteria do you use when making decisions when it comes down to serious business?
Problem solving, it's a pretty hard task to, whenever you're talking about situations like this. Sometimes you got to break down each, specific problem and, figure them out first before you can figure out the big problem itself.
Okay. And how would you do so? And how would you go about doing so?
Well, sometimes I like to take notes a lot, I learned that in high school. The Cornell notes, they really work in the future. Well, we break down the main ideas, the topics, and everything. Write about each one of those. Then I summarize each page, talking about what I gained from the information.
Next question. What do you know about Abilene Hendricks Hospital,
at
which you are applying?
Yes. Well, whenever I was 15 or so, I had a baby sister that was born there. It was during December, icy roads, it was a tragic moment, scary. Mm-hmm. And whenever we got there, my mom was in she really enjoyed it. She told me that she really recommends that hospital, and so that's why I'm here today.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
We try to teach our staff to be as friendly as possible and make it a welcoming, because we know how scary hospitals can be.
Yeah, I noticed that when I walked in, front ladies, they're real nice.
Some people think hospitals are depressing, but it's mostly what goes on in them, not the
actual hospital itself.
That's why we have our staff, and that's why we are looking for somebody to hire that would make it even a more friendlier place and make people feel comfortable instead of depressed and sad.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, next question. Why did you leave your last job?
Well, it wasn't because I left it. I literally left it. I moved, far away, and so I couldn't, it was a long distance job. I was driving. I kept that job for a few more months. I was driving back and forth every day, 3 or 4 hours. And two, financially, gas money, car, tires, oil, family. My wife, she always complained. My kids, I want to put them to sleep, not get home at 1 o'clock, Personal, sorry.
Okay. Please tell me and elaborate on this question. Why should we hire you out of all of the other applicants?
To be honest, y'all don't have to, apparently. Well, I have a lot under my belt. I graduated, from high school with my associate's degree. That's really hard.
That would be very beneficial to our staff.
Yes. You don't see too many of those, And at a young age, you had to start out, you know what you got to do. I knew what I wanted to do by the 7th grade. So I really want to get this done.
Mm-hmm. And would you promise to come to work every day, uplifting, and we are here for you with anything that goes on at home, where I believe in a strong staff to where we not only care for our patients, but care for each other as well.
Right. Yes, ma'am, I do promise.
We can't help others if we are not happy ourselves. So.
That's true.
Okay. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
To To be honest, I don't see myself here. Because my contract. If I were to sign a contract, it would be 2 years, I believe. Right? Correct.
Yes.
Well, I plan to go back to college, and I want to work somewhere. I plan to go and get my higher degree.
So you're saying that you would like to basically move up the ladder.
Yes, ma'am.
That is very good determination.
Thank you.
Okay, what type of work experience do you have? What type of this work experience do you have?
Well, back in Sweetwater, is where I last worked. It was real. It was pretty beneficial. I talked to a bunch of teenagers. There's some kids. There's kids everywhere going through situations like this. Suicide thoughts. Different stuff like that, hurting themselves over suicide thoughts. It's just I got a lot of experience from there.
That's really good. Okay, well, I have no more questions. Do you have any for me?
Yes, ma'am. I was wondering about the whole. Get back to you. I'll get back to you.
When will I get back to you?
Oh yeah, yes. Sorry. Yeah, I was wondering when will you get back to me. I was wondering if I can have a phone number I can contact.
Of course. After the meeting's over with, I will go ahead and get one of my assistant will get you a card to get a hold of us, and if we are not eventually we will get a hold of you. It takes a little while for the entire staff to look at all of the applicants' forms and information, and then I have to make the final decision. So if I do not get back to you or call you within 2 weeks or less, then I would like for you to call me back.
Yes, ma'am.
Afterwards, or you can come back up here and see me, or call and make a meeting, and we can have another meeting. Because I really do believe that you would be a great applicant and be a great addition to our staff.
Yes, ma'am. Well, appreciate it.
All right. You have a great day, and we'll get back to you soon.
Yes, ma'am.
Please see my assistant outside the door for a card.
Hi, how are you?